Tonight is the night where we ship the entire just for you. The WWE Thunderdome at Amway Center. Back down on Fox, sponsored by Progressive. Your first round choice. Welcome to night one of the two-night WWE Draft, which will network executives and USA Network executives in regard to...
There are over 20 superstars who have been deemed eligible for champion Asuka, WWE champion Drew McIntyre, Universal
to, well, have one note as we invite you to join all the WWE social drafted to another brand. That particular championship.
2020 WWE Draft underway.
And once again this year, Stephanie McMahon is...
My honor and privilege to once again preside over this SmackDown. So let's get right to it. The first indomitable WWE champion, Drew.
Prediction that Drew McIntyre was a future champion. That came to fruition on Monday night.
Selects the Universal Champion, the Big Dog.
Friday Night SmackDown retains its anchor in the Tribal Chief.
Championships. Raw selects the Raw Women's Champion.
Monday night.
No one has been ready for Asuka, the Empress.
Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins.
Incredible, finally the greater good comes to Friday nights.
Who knows what's best for business? I've been watching.
MVP is really onto something, Corey, on Raw.
Selfishly, I'm almost pissed.
Where does this leave their issue with Retribution? And here they are, Drew McIntyre, the WWE.
Was enormous. What a way to kick off the 2020 draft. With
Night SmackDown. What's your initial reaction to joining the Blue Brand?
Always the message that mattered the most. And after got a new path to carve, got new trails to blaze. That I won't be there in person to watch as the Mysterio family have to take a look at their disgusting faces ever again. The greater good than moving to Friday nights.
Count anywhere match. In this match, we Thunderdome.
This is gonna be
be sour. Clap for your world famous hour. It's a new and Corey, the question is, will this
Introducing first from Tampa, Florida, weighing in.
Anywhere matchup tonight is the culmination of perhaps what has been this Corey of Big E's popularity in the fact that he's turned into a lock
on his own over the past several weeks. I'd say he removed a lot of doubt.
And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at
direct quote from Sheamus. He said, Big E into the parking garage.
And tonight, the Celtic Warrior just finishes the job.
And because of that attack, Big E a cover now by Sheamus and a kick out by Big E.
Right out of the gates, Sheamus.
Cover on Big E and a kick out again. Remember, no disqualification. Planted with a Uranagi by Big E.
Big E just, perhaps.
And now Sheamus on the apron, and Big E gonna launch himself into this in.
There's a cover.
Hook of the leg on Sheamus, kick out at 2. Hockey for position, perhaps a future championship opportunity as a single. I believe so. I guess he has them stashed everywhere. Right to the jaw. And Sheamus gonna crawl toward the cup.
Perfectly legal in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
The fight spilling out to the top of our announce table.
Tremendous
and Sheamus into Friday Night SmackDown. This is night one of the 2020
WB. If these two ended up in the rafters somewhere.
And
this is about destruction of Europe.
Sheamus understanding that he can take ropes.
Big E is helpless.
Trying to fight.
Oh no.
Oh my God, Big E has no place to go. He's tied up in the ropes. And this is completely legal. Nobody here to help Big E.
Big E.
And again, Sheamus.
Sheamus is happening
to the floor.
That's it.
Out by Sheamus. Kick out Big E.
Sheamus again looking under the ring for whatever he can use to hit.
Corey, brand new SmackDown draft pick Seth Rollins will be.
Big E has a roll of tape.
And Big E now with duct tape, and he's Big E incapacitating Sheamus by.
Oh, no.
Boom!
Oh. But you gotta admit, this is fun to watch.
Count anywhere. completely legal on Sheamus, as Sheamus is now retreating back to the...
Look at the welts already forming all over Sheamus's body.
Let's not forget who night one of the WWE draft, and we kick things off with a falls count any individuals.
Both of these superstars making liberal use of the space.
Corey is all banged up and all bruised up.
Say he's lacked. We've seen plenty of it tonight.
Like pancakes, right? You know what I'm saying? Don't get cheap on the eggs, man.
Backstage, humiliating Big E in the pants.
Big E hit hard and just collapses to the floor.
Let's check out the rest of the helmets. The Thunderdome, you know what I mean?
Taking the scenic route to Big E's downfall.
Get your ass! Got behind today, man. This is your big moment, remember?
Broomstick to the back of Sheamus's neck.
Using the back of Sheamus.
Get back, move. Here to play games tonight. This is brutal.
And now a trash can to Sheamus as well. Can Big E flip that? We're getting our answer tonight.
No doubt about it. This is what it's going to take for Big E.
To the parking garage area.
In retreat. What a rare sight.
I want to try to help you. That's what I'm doing, man.
And Sheamus telling Big E, I was just trying to help you, man.
This battle's already taken a lot out of... Oh my God, what was it? Was that a tire iron? Good Lord.
Big E on the hood of the car, and we've seen what Sheamus is capable of doing on cars.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Indeed he is.
Not waking up from this one. Covering Sheamus.
That's Big E kicked out.
I think Big E's running on instinct alone right now.
And Sheamus, a look of frustration. I mean, we had a good idea.
Not much further from where we're at right now. Sheamus gonna end this. Sheamus just battering Big E's body with a
parking lot floor.
This is beyond personal. This
Big E placed into the trunk of this car.
Final moment for you.
No, 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 no. The leg preventing Sheamus from executing his plan.
And now Big E fighting back. But with a front kick, and he front kicked the caught by Big E, and Big E slamming.
Warrior in a bad way now.
And now it's Sheamus who goes. These two men are a mess. A physical. Oh my God, he's not gonna. No, he's not gonna do this. Big E's not gonna do this. Not on the cover. Big E with the win. Do you believe the brutality that we just witnessed?
Getting off of a car, through a table, to the floor.
Look at the condition of these two men. We're all superstars' futures are uncertain, and this is the W that Bayley actually cares about, and that's the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Touched by the Fiend's mandible claw. Well, tonight, for the first against Kevin Owens on SmackDown. There's going to be a story to tell here.
And now Jey Uso-ation is just deteriorating between Jey Uso back pay-per-view event.
Take my place at the head of the table.
Please welcome.
All about the family. Cousin versus cousin. 2 weeks at Hell in a Cell on SmackDown.
Here comes Roman.
Home game, like a huddle.
Uso awaiting answers and the attention of his cousin, the universe.
Big E, congratulations on your victory.
Hold something, dog. Me hold something, dog. No. Wow. Look at you, man. Hey, we are so excited, baby. But it seems we got Woods, Francesca in the back on the table for foreshadowing. What could we deem it? World Tag Team Champ! In order to regain those championships. Because
it's great to see New Day back together. Meanwhile, Jey Uso at 2 weeks from straight.
Roman promised the highest stakes in WWE.
On SmackDown, both tenured and being It's necessary for survival on the island of relevance. Universal heavyweight champion.
My dad believe nothing that you hear, but what you just saw. All you had to do is your tribal chief. Inside Hell in a Cell. This. But after you say I quit,
and one can only imagine what those, Corey, you only win the match when your opponent says,
Remember Jey Uso.
Next, it is round 2 of the 2020 WWE. Down on Fox with Stephanie McMahon. And speaking of some great companies around the world like P&G and WWE's own Stephanie McMahon, the world's most women's equality, for speaking out against racism and for providing relations to Stephanie.
Well, that's right. Your boys, The New Day, will be taking ships.
Wow.
Raw is about to become phenomenal.
Over to the red brand.
That is a big one from the house that AJ Styles.
Second round SmackDown selects The Boss.
Friday nights, this is a big key for Friday Night SmackDown.
Two-time women's champion heads over to Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
And SmackDown selects the ES.
Pick a future champion.
I agree completely. Maybe the sleeper pick of the
second round, Raw selects the WWE.
Nia and Shayna will continue to terrorize Monday Night Raw, and also
those we've ever seen.
And there you look at round number 2. Again, I believe you, Corey. Sleeper pick of the entire draft, and of course the women's tag.
I should be offended right now. I have done for a brand. I should be offended. Skill and as respected as much as I am about Sami Zayn. Phenomenal.
And bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
Mike, SmackDown just got even bigger.
Making his way to the ring from Cameron, North Carolina.
Weighing in and teaming with Matt Riddle tonight. It is a makeshift tag team at the... As Jeff Hardy gets set for action, what went down was Matt Riddle separated. Jeff Hardy said, oh my God, that would be poetry, and that they would beat them to add to their growing list of accolades.
The 21st century in Miz and Morrison.
And his tag team, Matt Riddle.
There's no denying there's a very, very dangerous competitor
in tag team action.
Be honest, Cole, you've been waiting on.
Well, this is the tag team matchup here tonight. However, the contract from Otis here tonight.
That was some raw power by
now working together.
Here you go.
A little bit of poetry in motion. And now Jeff Hardy going to return the favor. Matt and Jeff doing it again.
$9 million instead.
In this tag team matchup here tonight. And Miz and Morrison. Hardy is enough to put him away, and a kick out by Jeff and 2. Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro.
Very unique submission.
See Johnny Drip's video that he gave Miz for his birthday. Sent both men down center of the ring.
Jeff Hardy desperately needs to make a tag, needs to right. We know his very public struggles in the past. He's on the right path.
That may have cost Miz. Matt Riddle, boot right to the nose, and now throw by Riddle.
T-bone suplex. Oh, and a forearm to me.
So-called greatest tag team of the 21st century. It's the greatest
tag team of the 21st.
And now Jeff Hardy.
Went to the outside, but ate a knee for his troubles.
And now Riddle has been a leg. Riddle and Hardy with the win.
Big day in the life of Jeff Hardy. A big win for himself and his...
Oh, my God.
No.
Oh, my God. One of the most down to the ring
we've ever seen. And look at this power, just unmatched, unfazed by these kicks from Matt Riddle.
And now planting sights. The sights of the frightening, freakish.
Doing heavy damage to everyone in his path.
Hulking, ferocious man.
Terrifying.
Oh, and the 330-pounder.
Oh, no.
And
pummeled senseless by the Freak. Who or what could stop this man?
The Freak.
A deeply disturbed individual from what little we know.
Double up. But we got a bit of an example here tonight.
We just elite athletes with ease.
Ever since I took a sip of...
On Fox is sponsored by Progressive. We are now...
Well, the Freak, Lars Sullivan, certainly did make us a draft pool. And now the first pick in the third round.
He stays on Monday night.
Monday night's resident superhero.
And SmackDown selects Jey Uso.
Uso's all too content with that.
Rose.
I know you're disappointed, Corey, but it remains Mandy night.
And SmackDown selects Dominic.
Dominic continuing his legacy.
And Seth Rollins. They're both...
Pick of the third round. Raw selects the...
Great pick for Monday Night Raw. They get a couple of A-listers, but they don't get to the Monday Night Raw team. We'll give some respect on those guys.
Well, here's round 3. Ricochet. Dominic, I am so excited about this pick for SmackDown.
Of course you are. It means Rollins...
How much better? I'm okay. Here we go. Seth probably thought that he was through with the... Kick his ass.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
It's time in the SmackDown Women's Championship. Sasha Banks, her hero in sports entertainment, the person that she idolized. Birthday for Latino Heat. I'm sure Sasha Banks would love to win. Bell is presented by Skittles. We're the rainbow.
On a personal and professional level, my question is, what type of...
Yeah, brutal attack where her former best friend stabbed her. One thing that means anything to the women's champion, and that is the SmackDown title.
She has successfully defended her SmackDown Women's Championship for a year.
61 that Bayley has been the SmackDown Women's Champion. She defends against her former buddy, Sasha Banks. It looked like Bayley is...
Sasha Banks, unfortunately, has become very familiar.
How Bayley carries herself these days, there is no doubt she's been one of the most dominant champions of...
It's incredibly impressive. You cannot argue with the numbers and the result to her. That might be the same chair that she brutalized Sasha with several weeks.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the SmackDown challenger from Boston, Massachusetts. From San Jose, California.
And Sasha with a slap to the women's match tonight. Sasha has to pin or submit Bayley. Sasha has to get the title.
That looks like a likelihood at this point. Sasha Banks is irate.
And Banks unloading on Bayley. She's got a 5 count to break. And bang, the knee from Sasha Banks.
Put the already. He's going to take the count out.
Yeah, but Sasha Banks realized count out doesn't help her. And Sasha, shoulders down to win the SmackDown Women's title. And Sasha Banks for the bank. Sasha, 2 count. And now Sasha pinning down Bayley.
Far. Look at this roll up.
And this may be enough to win the title tonight. Bayley kicks out at...
The intensity in the eyes of the champion that was injured by Bayley several weeks back.
Yeah, when Bayley placed her head inside
the heart of a champion like Sasha Banks does, but this is just not smart. If you're
Sasha, though, switch. Nice takedown by the challenger. Again, shoulders down.
Alien.
You gotta tell me something, huh?
Desperate danger of losing.
Come on now.
Bayley once again rolling to the outside.
Shot.
Right back to the neck. I understand that Sasha Banks only...
Adrenaline, though. Take it too far. Now Bayley with a chair.
By disqualification, Sasha Banks. Qualification, therefore, still
to keep her championship. And now Bayley looking to unload on Sasha.
Realized she was outmatched at the moment, got herself disqualified to remain champion.
Sasha Banks going to take out weeks now of frustration.
Bayley being force-fed a taste of her own medicine.
Is pouring out of Sasha tonight.
And the match is officially...
Oh, now Sasha's going to try to do what Bayley did to her a few weeks ago. Now looking to break the neck of Bayley. And Sasha and Bayley
narrowly avoid catastrophe and still remain smacked.
Herself intentionally disqualified.
You say coward, I say...
On Friday Night SmackDown. I want to take you back to last week.
Match Flow is sponsored by Progressive, your first round choice for...
I've been paying attention to what's happening. Let's be honest, I've seen this change.
You should try it sometime. Don't you want to change? Yes. My brain has been washed by him, Kevin. I've been cleansed by... And I can hear him now.
Mr. Harbinger of change when the Fiend competes on Friday Night SmackDown.
Captivating, fan!
Hi. Okay, are you... yes.
Says.
But it's almost like you're afraid of the competition.
Get a freshly made Subway footlong instead.
Try the new Subway buffalo chicken or barbecue chicken.
Me about to dunk so hard your ancestors will feel it. This is my squad raining so many threes. Meteorologists will call this raid power water. More power from me.
True. And now I also know that in the 19th century, you would have been the
raid. This Halloween will be just like last. We'll buy
choice. Head and Shoulders gives you up to 100% dandruff.
Tonight on check scheduled for one fall is for the SmackDown Tag Team. Cesaro and the artist known as Gene Scary.
No doubt about it. They should have to earn their opportunities like every other team.
Well, Cesaro, who
curious to see what sort of, if any, ring rust.
Xavier Woods and Cesaro sent flying by Cesaro. Again, Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura have...
I don't care how good you've been in the past, you can't just high level as Cesaro and Nakamura.
Xavier Woods holding his own.
From
into the corner now, Xavier Woods is going to go for daybreak and put Cesaro away.
No way. My heart skipped a beat on that one.
Who's going to be the tag team champions?
Are you sure you can handle this?
SmackDown tag team titles up for grabs. Cesaro and Nakamura, all Cesaro and Nakamura during the commercial break.
Do best defend their tag team championships. Kofi buying himself.
Tries to make a tag to Shinsuke Nakamura. He's able to do that. And so's
Nakamura and Cesaro having to defend their titles in just a few minutes.
Mason Woods now. The honor roll, and now through the second rope and taking out Cesaro.
Nakamura now is
Woods to win the titles. Hook of the leg on Nakamura. And it's a great chance here.
Take another look at this.
Woods sent into the corner. Shinsuke Nakamura now has it where he wants, all cylinders.
Look at the strength of Cesaro.
Yeah, stay at home, Woods.
WWE, you should have stayed home, Woods.
I've heard no one say that. Up rope to the floor.
Khalil Mack-esque.
And out. Amazing the way Kofi Kingston turned that around into a DDT.
Into the wind, and it paid off. Kofi from the top.
And it's Cesaro with an upper.
We were 1 second away from it being the wrong night for New Day didn't earn.
Yeah, here comes the double team now, Corey. The swing by Cesaro. And now Woods. And now Shinsuke with a kick of his own. Covered
alley for Kofi Kingston as we take another look. Boom! Trouble in.
Xavier Woods, the legal man. Trouble in paradise.
He's still got it.
Cover by Woods.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown.
Go ahead, Corey. Let's hear all your excuses.
Where would you make their own rules when it comes to defending the titles? They had an opportunity of this magnitude. This is ridiculous.
Well, let's nice Cesaro, but now the closing moments.
Okay, and watch this. Talk about breaking the limits. Woods and Cesaro have been dethroned.
7. The WWE draft continues. Let's head up to Stephanie.
And now, for the final round of tonight's pick of the last round, Monday Night Raw selects the Xavier Woods.
Wait a minute, that means the SmackDown Tag Team.
Say his name. Say his name.
And
I never thought we'd see the day. But Woods and Kingston.
Night Raw flaunting her flex appeal. Dana.
Big things for Dana Brooke. We know the potential she possesses now. Maybe Raw.
Well, for now, he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and all determines what happens to the...
And the final pick going to Monday Night Raw.
Man is due for a breakout year.
I agree wholeheartedly. A good pick, Monday Night Raw.
And this is what we look at in the fourth is no longer together. Kofi Kingston and Xavier on Raw. It's incredible. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship is now part of Raw, and now for these two. So,
Kapow! A mobile plan that blows away all of those high-priced plans.
It continues tomorrow on the free version of the WWE Network. SmackDown, who's heading to Raw. Find out. It happens tomorrow morning.
Tucky, I just got drafted to SmackDown. Especially not when Miz and Morrison got drafted to Raw. Hopefully, can't count on anything, Tucky. Better keep on practice. Thinking. Quid pro quo, yes.
You must be Otis.
Oh, yeah. What? The Miz's lawyer is... But I'm ready! You bought these legal pads! I got these aggressive lawyer technique, okay? The Miz knows he has no legal standing, and he's just trying to... No one drains out my... Are you ready?
Well, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, against her former best friend, the Boss, Sasha Banks. And Sasha not anything else to do with this match.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. SmackDown tonight with her SmackDown Women's Championship with...
And because of that, Sasha Banks would go off, giving Banks...
Suffered the consequences and nearly had her own career threatened.
I should have known. I should have known you would have. You want hell? You got it. Me, Bailey, I am going to break you. You used to be my best friend. And I am going to take the one thing that you love the most, finally. That'll never, ever end.
WWE history. He is the most venomous and destructive entities that we've ever met. He will compete in a match on Friday Night SmackDown.
Being so malevolent, it would make Clive Barker himself weep.
With the Fiend, your life will change forever. You just have to look back to last week. Everything that she knew washed away. And now she only knows the
yet undeniable charisma about the Fiend.
Boy, that's an interesting choice of word. But there is something about him. Fireflies to him. And God knows what Kevin Owens
experienced, the most unholy entity in all of...
On Friday Night SmackDown Live. 2020 WWE Draft. It continues Monday night. This Monday night on Raw.
But 1 week from tonight, it is for the first time ever. The Universal Championship will be defended. Former Universal Champion Braun Strowman.
Also next week, it is New Day's Fair farewell match on Friday Night SmackDown.
2020 SmackDown draft class. We'll find out when the Superstar on Fox.
And tonight, Friday Night SmackDown, motorcycle insurance. Meanwhile,
the following contest is scheduled for one Kevin Owens.
Not only the Fiend Bray Wyatt, but over on Monday Night Raw, Aleister Black and the Fiend.
Unfortunately for Mr. Black and potentially even the Fiend, staring across the ring from him in the unholy Fiend.
You know, Core
fight to the Fiend out of the gate, cannonball!
And the rolling cannonball by, what do you think of that?
Oh, it's got a soul, it's got to crush your soul. It's got to.
Seen the Fiend do some unbelievable things over the course of his career.
Owens to accept this match, but no!
Oh, wow, what a cross! Unorthodox and unconventional covers it. And the Fiend, oh my God, that
Owens clean in half with his own body. Claw hold of the Fiend. You've got to wonder if there's still any link.
Firefly Funhouse. Great. Owens whipped into the corner.
Oh my God.
And a kick caught. And Fiend with a. And this has been a dominating performance thus far.
Let's take another look at this power. Supernatural, effortlessly tossed by the Fiend.
Fiend made it look easy. Owens exploding off the ropes, and the Fiend is now down. And Kevin Owens. And now Bray Wyatt. KO fighting back with the out here in pursuit. Kevin Owens now with the right hand. Meanwhile, the Fiend with a US to Abigail into the table. Face first goes Owens. Fiend controls Owens. Kevin Owens, and this has been a Fiend-like match to see.
Beyond this,
you got to give Kevin Owens credit, though. He is fighting with everything.
And the Fiend all too happy to continue pouring on the agony.
Off his shoulders is the Fiend.
Word quit, but maybe he should look it up tonight. It's impossible to tell.
Throughout much of this matchup, and now the Fiend looking again for Sister Act.
Phase.
The Fiend didn't even move, and another kick, and the Fiend still hasn't gone. Falls to the mat. Owens with an opportunity. Running cannonball. KO again with a second cannonball. And the Fiend slithering out of harm's way, and now Owens now back to his feet into the ring to break the count. Kevin Owens wants a win. And Kevin Owens with a kick driving the Fiend once again. Kevin Owens pulling out all the stops against the Fiend.
Of the 260-plus pound Kevin Owens crashing down.
KO's like, what do I have to do to put this guy away? And now right here onto the table. Didn't get over. No. But now he did. A second.
Credit to the perseverance of Kevin Owens. Continuing as a...
Look at the Fiend's back on his feet. The Fiend's back on his feet. Coming out of the... Can't believe it. And now the Fiend is the mandible claw. And a stutter. A desperation stutter.
But the mandible claw is...
The gullet of Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens shoulders
your winner, the Fiend.
What the hell do we... The Fiend get up from this rubble at ringside.
Becoming a...
Well, Alexa Bliss here tonight on... Speak of the devil. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a reminder.
Roman Reigns defends his Universal title against the 385 Fox.